How long am I for loving the world has been Queen Nightmare? And 7 more days. Can you believe it, girls, boys, non-berry pals? So, I have this thing coming up. Merch thing. So, if you haven't contacted me and given me your ideas and your pictures for merch, please contact me with my socials. They will be put on the screen at the end of the video, and they're down and below. So you got me right there. My Discord is there. If you ever want to contact me through Discord, you can. It's the tree from the Drarry one-shots. Harry and Draco's kitten sat on the floor of the living room, clueless why the two men kept pointing towards her for the past 20 minutes. Draco, it's not Christmas without a proper tree. Well, I don't want our extremely playful kitten to play with the tree and make a mess on our living room. Our living room will get messy whether we have a fake tree or a real one. It will get less messy with a fake one. You're such a Scrooge. Harry picked up their kitten and went up to Harry's and Draco's room. He had found her wandering the streets when she was around 8 weeks. She was tiny, gray, and tabby, and Harry assumed she was the runt of her litter and got abandoned. Harry took her home, and Draco immediately fell in love with her. They decided to call her Belle. Hey, Belle, you wouldn't play with the tree, would you? As Harry said this, Belle playfully bit his finger. Maybe you would, Harry sighed. I would hoover up after you. Maybe we could just not let you go in the living room. No, that's a terrible idea. I would hoover up after you, though. If you would get a real tree, what if I got on without Draco knowing? No, he would get mad, wouldn't he? Harry gently tickled Belle's stomach. Should I go say sorry to Dre? I should. I should. He's probably right anyway. Harry scooped Belle in his arms and walked into the living room, where Harry was sitting. Dre, I'm sorry. You're right. She would play with the tree, and it would make a mess. No, babe. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have thrown such a fit about a tree. You're right. It wouldn't be Christmas without a proper tree. So, we'll go get one now. Really? Harry asked in disbelief. Yeah, I'm sorry for shouting. Forgive me. You're forgiven. Draco pressed a gentle kiss to Harry's lips. Draco and Harry got ready to go out and get a tree. Draco drove to the shop and two went outside to find a tree. There was all kinds of trees, and Draco seemed to know his stuff. I think it would be best if it was a Colorado blue spruce, Draco said. Okay, Harry said, a bit uncertain as to what exactly a Colorado blue spruce is. It's got a nice blue hue, rarely sheds needles, and stiff branches, which are good for holding ornaments. And they are a perfect pyramid shape. Also, the needles are quite sharp, which should keep Belle away. Perfect. Are there any here? I'll just ask someone. Harry waited as Draco went over to ask a worker whether they had any Colorado blue spruces. When Draco came back, he told Harry that the worker said that there was only one left, and it was in the further aisle's fourth aisle middle right. Draco and Harry walked to where the worker said the tree was, and found it. It was laying on its side, so Draco pulled it up. The tree was magnificent. It gave off a blue hue and was a perfect shape. It wasn't too bushy at the bottom or too scarce at the top. It was around 7 feet tall and looked so elegant. Draco and Harry decided immediately that was the tree. They brought it home, and they bought it and went home. And they walked into their house, and they were greeted by Belle, but she immediately backed away when she saw the tree come through the door. "Aw, look, she's scared of the tree." Harry looked towards Belle, who was hiding behind a pile of Harry's shoes. Draco's shoes were neatly lined, of course. "Yeah, I a little help here, babe? It's kind of heavy." "Oh, yeah, sorry." Harry held up the other end of the tree and followed Draco into the living room. The tree looked stunning in the blue, the gray, and the white themed living room. Draco put the tree in the stand whilst Harry went upstairs to get the decorations. There was no tinsels. Draco hated tinsels. There was loads of white and silver and blue decorations. Of few small and green decorations. They had an elegant silver star that sit on the top of the red and white lights to be wrapped around. Harry took the decorations downstairs, and him and Draco started to decorate the tree. It took them around a half an hour to decorate. All the cheap plastic baubles were on or near the bottom of the tree, so that they wouldn't break if Belle got to them. When the two had finished, they took a step back and admired their work. The lights spiraled around each branch, magically illuminating the blue hue of the tree. Shiny blue bubbles hung on the branches, highlighted by small silver stars, and blue ribbon was carefully threaded through the tree, and other small decorations were placed over here and there. A large star dominated the top of the tree, sparkling majestically. Belle immediately took interest in one of the plastic baubles hanging from the bottom of the tree, began playing with it. It was less than 30 seconds before the bauble, it landed on her stomach and frightened her. Belle scampered out of the room before being carried back by Harry. Harry held her as he stood next to the tree. "It's not going to hurt you, see?" Harry cooed. Belle reached out one of her long legs and batted on expensive baubles. "But we don't do that," Harry chuckled as he walked away from the tree. "Are you glad we got a real tree now?" "Shut up." Draco slid his arms around Harry. "But yes." The holiday. This is really short, but it's cute. Oh, it is short. Draco had taken Harry on holiday to Cancun for Christmas. It was always a dream of Draco's to spend Christmas in a hot country, and Cancun was pretty hot in the winter. Harry had been a little off throughout the whole holiday. They had been to the beach together, gone shopping, romantic walks, and dinner. But Draco knew something wasn't quite right. On Christmas Eve, Draco decided to ask, "Harry, are you okay? You've been acting a little weird lately." "Yeah, I'm fine," Harry replied. "Don't lie to me," Draco said softly. "It's just..." Harry sighed. "I miss the cold and the snow. I miss the hot chocolate and the mince pies and cozy days in the front of the fire. I miss the decorations, the stockings. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it's amazing here, and it's so nice. I just miss the Christmas I'm used to. I'm sorry. If I knew you were going to miss it, I wouldn't have taken you out of here." "No, Drake, it's so beautiful. I'm spending time with you and going on walks by the beach. I just miss Christmas." Draco pressed a kiss to Harry's lips. "I'm sorry, I love you." "I love you too." Harry snuggled close to Draco. It's late. Let's go to sleep." Draco pressed a kiss to Harry's forehead. Little did Harry know that Draco wouldn't be sleeping that night. As soon as Harry had fallen asleep, Draco carefully got out of their bed and got to work. Harry woke up the next morning and rolled over to snuggle onto Draco. Instead of rolling into a familiar body, Harry rolled onto his face. Harry sat up in confusion. I am confusion. I say that all the time. Also, why was it a little bit cold in here? Why did he have a jumper on? Harry got out of bed and subconsciously placed the slippers onto his feet and that weren't there before he went to sleep. The previous evening, Harry pulled open the door that led from the rest of the apartment to the bedroom. Harry stood there in shock at what he was in front of him. Lights were strung around the room and sprawled around a beautiful decorated tree. In the center of the room, baubles were hung around the room and the ceiling was bewitched to look like it was snowing. There was a fire crackling to warm the room up, with full stockings hanging over it, and Draco stood by the table with a mug of hot chocolate. "Merry Christmas, Harry," Draco said softly. "You did this all for me?" Harry asked, close to tears. Draco nodded his head in response. "Oh, Dre, thank you so much." Harry ran over to him and gave him a hug. "Anything to make you happy." Draco pressed a gentle kiss to Harry's forehead. Harry hugged Draco. Harry hugged Draco tighter. The two stood like that for a few minutes. Draco reached out and flicked his wand. Harry looked up and saw mistletoe fall from the ceiling. Harry looked into the beautiful stormy gray eyes and slowly leaned in. Everything about this kiss was perfect. It was full of love. The two spent the rest of the day curled up on a sofa, opening presents from each other, sharing kisses and cuddles. It was one of the best Christmases Harry had ever had. Aw, I love that one. Okay, how far are we? Oh, we're good. The cold. Draco opened the door to let a very ill Harry into their flat. Of course, Harry didn't put enough layers on, despite Draco telling him 100 times, and now Harry was a mess. The two had been out Christmas shopping since 8 a.m. It was now 6 p.m. in -5-degree weather. Draco dressed appropriately, wearing about 10 layers, a hat, a scarf, and gloves, whereas Harry, he only wore a thin coat over his t-shirt and jumper. Harry had been feeling a little ill the day before, but it was nothing major. But now Harry was sniffling, sneezing like crazy, not to mention he was having a coughing fit every 2 minutes. He also had a headache that would not go away. His voice was slowly leaving. Harry, I told you to put more layers on, but you... But no, you wore 3 in -5-degree weather. Draco sighed. Go to bed. But Dre, I don't wanna, Harry whined, sounding very nasally as he couldn't breathe out of his nose. Harry, I'm not going to argue with you. Get to bed now. Harry raised his hands in defeat. All right. I'm going. Harry followed Harry into their bedroom and got Harry's PJs and a fluffy sweater out of their wardrobe and chucked them at Harry. Get changed. But demanding are we? Harry, I am a little bit annoyed at you. I told you to wear more layers, but you didn't. And now I have to put up with you and ill you, which is not fun for me, Draco ranted. I'm sorry, Dre. It's okay. Draco watched Harry get changed and jump into bed. I'm going to get some medicine. Draco walked into the bathroom and opened the bathroom cabinet. He grabbed some paracetamol, ibuprofen, and vapor rub. Before going back into the bedroom, Draco made himself and Harry a cup of tea with 2 sugars. They both liked their tea the same way, and Draco walked back into the bedroom and placed the mug of tea down on Harry's bedside table, which was a mess. No surprise there. Draco took out 2 pills from the paracetamol box and left the ibuprofen on the side. He passed them to Harry, who swallowed them with a gulp of tea. Lift your top up. Draco said softly. As Harry was doing this, Draco unscrewed the lid of vapor rub. Draco put a generous amount on his hand and rubbed his hand together. Draco tenderly rubbed the vapor rub into Harry's chest and finished by placing a kiss on Harry's forehead. That's as much attention you're gonna get until you're better. That's unfair. Right. I'm going to wrap the present while you stay here. Wait, no. You know I love wrapping presents. Please, can I do one? No, you're too ill. With that, Draco walked out of the room and got all the wrapping paper, labels, scissors, and cellotape. He ignored Harry's complaints and whines as he wrapped the presents. They had gotten presents for pretty much everyone they knew. To most people's surprise, Harry was the one who was amazing at wrapping presents. After 10 minutes, Harry had stopped complaining, and Draco got got on with wrapping the presents. He heard Harry sneeze and cough every now and then. He had about 5 presents left to wrap when he heard Harry have a coughing fit. Draco! Harry coughed out between coughs. Water! Draco immediately jumped up and ran to the kitchen, and he filled a glass of water as quickly as he could, and he ran to their bedroom. He held the glass up to Harry's lips, and Harry took sips of water between his coughs. Draco was gently patting Harry's back and was becoming more nervous by the second. Eventually, Harry's coughs died down. Are you okay? Draco asked, concerned. Yeah, I'm fine. Merlin, you nearly gave me a heart attack. Don't do that again. Draco, I can't help having a coughing fit. I know, it's just, you scared me. Draco leant down and placed a kiss on Harry's forehead. I'm just gonna grab you some cough medicine. Draco went to the bathroom to get Harry some cough medicine. They seemed to have run out of black currant flavor, which meant Harry would have to have lemon one. Harry hated lemon. Draco walked back to the room with the lemon medicine and the spoon in his hand. Draco knew a disagreement was going to occur. We only have lemon flavor. No, not having it. Draco said bluntly. Yes, you are, because I don't want you to die. Draco opened the bottle. Put that lid back on that. I refuse to let that enter my mouth. Harry, you will not get better if you don't take this. I don't care. I couldn't care less. I'm not taking that. I'll force you. Draco poured the medicine onto the spoon. You can't force me. Harry jutted his chin out. I might not, but Hermione can. Draco smirked. Harry sat in a silence for a moment. I will make a deal with you. I will take it, if you will let me wrap a present. Deal. Harry reluctantly opened his mouth and took a medicine. It tasted disgusting. It was horrendous. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? Draco asked. Shut up. It was. Now, can I please have a present to wrap? Of course. Draco grabbed a present for Hermione from some wrapping paper, scissors, and sellotape. Harry, of course, wrapped the present perfectly and was a lot happier from then on. He didn't complain once. Harry was still quite ill on Christmas Day, but despite this, he and Draco went to visit his parents' graves and laid lilies down. Before they went out, Draco wrapped Harry in about 20 layers of different clothes and brought his wand with him, so he could cast warming charms if he needed. After he had recovered, Harry suddenly became a lot better at dressing himself appropriately after suffering a lot more coughing fits and being bed-bound for a few days. That's funny to me. I don't know why, but that's just relatable, I think. Well, that was fun. Oh, well, I'm so sorry. I blanked. My mind went blank. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Well, I think that was a great one, and I have to stop it here. I'm way too far. Okay, guys, I love you guys so much. You have been a great crowd, and great crowd. Y'all. Okay, so please hit that subscribe button if you have not hit it already. Give me some love, please. I am so sad. Okay. And comment down below what it was your favorite part. What was your favorite story? Okay. And don't forget the merch contest. My socials are showing right now, and it's down below. Don't forget that. My Discord, my merch. Don't forget those. If you want me to relaunch my merch, I will. I just need to know from you, girls, boys, non-binary people. But thank you so much. I love you guys so much. You are great. You are amazing. Bye.